What does Zyn give you? Not just smoke-free nicotine satisfaction, but real freedom. Freedom to do what you love and choose your rewards. With Zyn Rewards, you can redeem points for premium tech, outdoor gear, and gift cards to your favorite retailers. Find your Zyn and keep finding rewards that fit your lifestyle at zyn.com/rewards. Warning, this product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical.
This episode is brought to you by State Farm. Knowing you could be saving money for the things you really want, like that dream house or ride, is a great feeling. That's why the State Farm Personal Price Plan can help you save when you choose to bundle home and auto. Bundling, just another way to save with the Personal Price Plan. Prices are based on rating plans that vary by state. Coverage options are selected by the customer. Availability, amount of discounts and savings, and eligibility vary by state.
The spirit of innovation is deeply ingrained in America, and Google is helping Americans innovate in ways both big and small. Central Texas Regional Mobility Authority is using Google AI to create smarter tolling systems and improve traffic flow for Texans. This is a new era of American innovation. Find out more at g.co/American Innovation.
Welcome to the Big Suey, presented by DraftKings,
Why are you listening to this show?
the podcast that seems very similar to the other Dan Le Batard podcast.
I'm sorry, I'm not going to apologize for that.
In fact, the only difference seems to be this imaging.
I have been tempted in restaurants just walking past tables to grab somebody's fries that if they're just there. That hasn't happened to you guys?
I've done it.
And now, here's the marching man to nowhere, Fat Face, and the habitual liar.
This episode is presented by DraftKings. DraftKings, the crown is yours.
So not that these are the measurements for running backs, but Najee Harris is 27 years old, and he is one of only 5 running backs since the beginning of the century to begin a career with 4 straight 1,000-yard seasons. Not, again, that 1,000-yard seasons are the measurement, but he's also registered the 5th most rushing yards in the NFL since he was drafted.
That's what I always think about, actually, with Najee Harris, is that I always think he's a lot worse than his production would suggest.
Well, but
I'm always reminded, like, oh, he's actually, like, by running back standards, quite good, quite productive. But I don't like him. I
am shocked by a number of the ways that the efficiencies have changed all of sports. But at running back, that was a place over the last 5 years where I got passed by because I was saying financially, of course you have to pay Todd Gurley. Of course you have to pay McCaffrey. Of course you have to pay Ezekiel Elliott, I was saying it of.
And rookie Ezekiel Elliott, special.
But you don't have to pay any of them. It doesn't matter. I think
Saquon?
I thought
we found the one.
Yeah, Saquon and Derek Barkley. Henry is
Derek Barkley.
Henry.
I thought that if you asked me who is the Steeler on offense I could trust most the last few years, it was their running back. That's not saying much, but that offense was bad, and so what he was doing was particularly impressive to me because I felt like that offense was super limited.
What about Pat Freiermuth?
Good tight end for a year.
A year?
Yeah. I judge everything by through the fantasy lens now. Najee Harris was never a top draft pick in fantasy drafts. I mean, he was always
That's your measurement as the longtime Herald football writer. Your measurement is just how did he play for the Lobos?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. I don't know that he was ever a Lobo, quite frankly.
Okay. It wasn't good enough to be drafted by the Lobos. Right. Not good enough for you to have commentary on him on how good he might be because he didn't meet your standards as a fantasy player.
He doesn't think Jaws is good.
Yeah. He's not a top-tier running back and never has been. That's not to denigrate him. I think he's a solid running back.
He's right. He's right.
Yeah.
Greg, he had 3.9 yards per carry as averages in his career.
Average. That's great.
Average.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty good.
Average. He's just getting reps.
He's running to the back of the O-line.
I don't like him.
Not great.
Not good.
Don't like him.
I don't like him.
Second tier, maybe third.
If I keep handing the ball to Najee Harris, I keep getting first downs. 3.9 yards at a time.
You try that.
Let me get back to where it is that I was trying to get to before we derailed into fireworks talk and shark movies. I was talking about Conor McGregor, and I was talking about just how well the combat sports can sell when they have personalities being maximum personalities. At his best, Conor McGregor is second only to Muhammad Ali in the history of trash talking publicly, not just in combat sports, that I've ever seen. And Chael Sonnen was awfully good at it as well. But in the recent years, many people have pointed out there are many videos on this subject of how drugged out, coked out Conor McGregor seems, how steroid inflated he seems because of how much his face, head, body has changed, jaws. But also recently, he's had trouble articulating. He has had a good deal of trouble in interviews, mumbling, slurring. What he did with Jake Gyllenhaal in an interview that people remember because it was something that just I don't know that I've ever seen someone appear this drugged on television before. Never mind sports. I've seen Charlie Sheen interviewed telling everybody he's winning. But you tell me if you guys have ever seen video like this selling the movie Roadhouse, the remake. Here's Conor McGregor clearly drugged.
Jake's a consummate professional. 75 movies made. You know, I'm blessed to have entered into the movie alongside him. He was patient with me. He gave me guidance, and I just took it. You know, we had a good rapport on set. He has 75 movies made. I have 75 bar fights made. And that's it. We had a good back and forth.
To me, and I sometimes had to remind him.
I landed one punch.
Once.
And he hit me with a door. Other than that, it was absolutely perfect.
Video, just put in the picture-in-picture, please, just B-roll of Conor McGregor just generally seeming drugged out. But when's the last time he won a fight? Was it 6 years ago? 7 years ago? How long has it been since Conor McGregor won a fight? And yet his mouth has carried him, so he is now starting. After the proper whiskey he sold for $150 million. His pay-per-views were the biggest, last 6 or 7 biggest have all been him. The Floyd Mayweather fight was crazy. Made $100 million off of that.
Last win for the notorious Conor McGregor was Donald Cowboy Cerrone, January 19th or 18th of 2020.
Wow.
Okay,
so before the pandemic.
All right, so 5 years ago, and here he is. Though this is Conor McGregor in his prime. He's selling. He's part of this league that is just, what is it? Is it street fighting? It's bare knuckle.
Yep.
Masvidal is doing this too, right?
There's a couple bare knuckles, but this is bare knuckle FC. This is like the highest bare knuckle you could be.
Okay, that's not
it
saying
sure
much.
Is.
That's not saying much. But let's hear what how Conor McGregor sold it. He's great at sales.
Good Hollywood. It's a pleasure to be back here at the Hard Rock Hotel, where, you know, this Saturday night we have a flagship event with a wealth of fighting machines, topped by our heavyweight knockout sensation, Luis Celzambo Perdomo, as he circles world title fight honors. But that's not all. As much as we love the Hard Rock Hotel here, and as much as they love bare knuckle, we have assembled our very first inaugural World Champion Summit before you all. Where, as you can see beside me and in front of me, some of the baddest men and women to ever grace planet Earth. This is what we're about here at Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship, the alien of combat sport. And may we rise above the night sky and rain down blows viciously on all our deniers. And announce here today that Bare Knuckle FC has no love for the big glove. So let's get going, Bare Knuckle. Let's go, Florida, and let's announce some incredible matchups, some shock signings, and the most lucrative tournament in all of combat sport, where we crown in an open weight the baddest man on the planet. Let's go give it up. Come on.
Bravo! That's one of the greatest promos you'll ever see.
Are you a denier, Dan Le Batard? You know what happens? Raining down blows viciously.
No love.
Rise above the night sky.
No love for the big glove. That was awesome.
Those teeth.
Good Hollywood.
Florida.
Those teeth aren't real, right?
No, not whatsoever.
What are they going to do?
They're perfect.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
That's the tell.
That looks like that's straight out of The Running Man.
Let's go, Florida.
Get him saying planet Earth.
Bare Knuckle.
He's
the alien of combat sport.
The alien. Which was better from interview land this weekend? Conor McGregor doing that, or Tony? Derek Lewis is always a good interview.
Oh, nothing like the Black Beast. Derek Lewis always has something to say. Always has a trick up his sleeve. He showed up to the weight cut in a Speedo. Like, he's the man.
Let's listen to Derek Lewis here. Get the sound of this. He's always better after he wins. Obviously, he's not.
Yeah, when he gets knocked out, not much to say.
He's not. Those big guys, though. I was watching Roy Nelson fight this weekekend. I was watching.
You were? Was that on your YouTube, Algo?
His top 7 knockouts.
Wow.
he was. You made me think of him when you rained down blows from the heavens,
from the night sky. Yeah,
the night sky. The alien of combat sport.
Planet Earth. Now, I don't want to hear from Conor McGregor anymore. I want you to have the Derek Lewis sound when I ask for it.
You're putting him through the ringer here.
Not putting him through the ringer. I asked him before the segment.
You also asked him for Planet Art. And he was trying to find Planet Art.
What do you want next, my friend?
I've been gone for 2 weeks, so I want my wife next. It's gonna be a lot of ground and pounding. She know what it is. Fine there.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the beast, Derek Lewis.
DC was loving it. You heard him giggling through the entire thing.
The wife must be so excited.
Yeah. Didn't he moon the crowd
once? Yes.
No, like just here. Like over the weekend, no? I thought he did.
No.
I read that.
He used to.
You're like a dog with a bone on this one.
Go ahead and look it up. But
right guy, wrong time.
He dropped drawers.
Zazzle thinks you're right.
Crowd. Yeah.
I think you're right, Greg.
Yeah.
All right.
I hate to be right, but
do you?
Yeah.
Dropped drawers.
That's right. He dropped drawers, mooned the crowd, or maybe just mooned the ESPN camera.
I'll just turn the mic up. Don't worry about it.
I'm eating the microphone. I couldn't be any closer to the mic.
The proliferation of combat sports trying to take advantage of the television age is going to have some failure and debris around it. Dana White has gotten greedy. UFC doesn't have quite as much Dana White promoting stuff. He's missing a lot of stuff because he's also doing Power Slap. How's Power Slap doing? Because I saw that it went away from television. I saw that TBS doesn't do it anymore. And I also know that Dana White, Carnival Barker, and just promoter, boxing promoter, and you should always question everything that those people say about everything. Not only claim that MMA would be the biggest sport in the world, he was already telling people that all of Power Slap's digital numbers are better than all other sports.
That's his line every time. It's
not true in any way.
It's basically a meme at this point. No, the social part is true. People love seeing just the clips of people getting slapped.
3 seconds of somebody getting slapped and knocked out on the table instead of the hour-and-a-half Power Slap matches.
Yeah, and I've heard Ariel Helwani take it out and shame me for. I like watching people getting slapped like that.
But how's it doing?
Best year yet, Dan. Powerslap.com.
Yep. Great digital numbers.
Got it straight from Dana.
Okay.
Best year yet.
Excellent. I'm glad that I got all of that information from you guys.
Tom Brady went to one.
Yeah, okay. So the thing that those sports need is television still. You can be great digitally, but you still need to get popularized. And Tony has the right fatal flaw for Power Slap because we're getting more and more primitive, more and more brutal. You've heard me talk recently about how odd I find it, and I would say mentally deleterious to
I know what that means.
Have I may not have used it right.
That was crazy. Crazy word.
To have murder and cults be such popular entertainment right now, and in a society that has a lot of that in it, of course, the violence is going to rise to we're going to have a UFC event on the White House lawn, and Power Slap and Bare Knuckle and all of this stuff is going to become more and more popular until eventually we're just guillotining people in Times Square.
Well, we do that already, Dan. Especially this weekend, we got Dustin Poirier with the jumping ghillie. He's going to grab Max Holloway and put him out.
Imagine an MMA hangout from the White House.
Wow. You heard that lured John Jones out. I know you saw those tweets over the weekend, Dan. He said he needed something to fight for, fighting for his country. Now he's back in. Now he joined the USADA testing, well, not USADA, but he joined the testing pool for PEDs, even though that hasn't proved fruitful in the past with him. But the point is, John Bones Jones now kind of peeking out of his hole, seeing where he's at.
The combat sports are regressing. I think we should go back to the duel, where two guys just have a pistol, pace it off, turn around, and fire. Because that's
what about jousting?
That's jousting. Another one. Let's bring back jousting with the big white steed and the big lance. The Lancelot, Sir Lancelot, whatever happened to him. I'm serious. Slapping now? Kicking? Slapping? I mean, it's just, no offense, Tony, because I know Tony's into the combat sports. I know some people
No offense
are.
taken.
I just think it's too much. I think when you get down to slap fighting, what's it called, that league?
Power slap.
Bring back
power
duels.
slap.
He missed a big part of the duel, by the way, Dan. You missed taking off the glove and slapping the man across from you, then challenging him to a duel.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. That would be preparatory to the duel. You're right.
Put it on the poll, please. Let's bring back jousting. Yes or no? And I like how you guys reined Greg in this time of gun violence throughout America. When he went straight to duel, all of you guys went to fencing. You guys, I liked it, just stabbing each other with swords.
No, I thought he was talking about shooting.
Yeah.
Someone in the
but
face.
they walked it.
But with an old gun.
Yeah,
like with the round bullet that you only basically get one shot.
That's what happened
the way
with the
Hamilton
duel.
died.
Yeah. The duel was a big thing back in the day. You know, I didn't make it up. It used to be a thing. It's how you settled arguments. Two guys, fell out of the Batwing door into the street in the Old West. They had a duel. It was all over. Somebody won, somebody didn't. You moved on.
And somebody died.
Well, or was wounded.
Just in the sandy streets. I've seen those westerns as well. I don't feel like that's how that happened, but maybe it is how it happened.
Damn right. And the bar room had to have Batwing doors, or it didn't count.
You think, just to be clear, you think that that's how it was back in the day? That the way that it is in westerns, that two guys would have an argument in a saloon and they would just go in the street and they would turn backs to each other and walk 10 steps and turn around.
Yes. I believe back then it was actually considered a noble way to settle a dispute.
When did it stop? When did it end?
There's two states in which physical dueling is still legal.
Nice.
Physical dueling.
Yeah, you can't, no weapons, but in Texas and in Washington State, a fight between consenting adults can be legally allowed under strict conditions. Both states require clear consent from both participants, and it has to be in a public setting. No serious bodily injury. Police oversight to serve as referees and protect bystanders. You can, in Texas, say, literally, meet me outside. We'll do this legally.
Wow.
Usually just before dawn.
That's from Hamilton. Hey everybody, it's Mike. Down here in South Florida, as the audience well knows, we've been celebrating a proper championship, and we've been enjoying every minute of it. And by my side throughout that entire championship celebration has been Miller Lite. Yeah, I wanted to make my championship time a Miller time because, much like most of the fun memories I've had as an adult, Miller Lite has been right there by my side, supplementing every experience. And now that I'm about to travel during the summer, you can rest assured I'm going to be having plenty of Miller Lite along the way, because that's what summer's all about. And since 1975, Miller Lite has been right there in all those memories for you listening right now. It's the 50th anniversary of Miller Lite. That's 50 years of great taste, great friends, great moments. Miller Lite, great taste, 96 calories. Go to MillerLite.com/Dan to find delivery options near you, or you can pick up some Miller Lite pretty much anywhere they sell beer. Cheers to 50 years of Miller time. Celebrate responsibly. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, 96 calories and 3.2 carbs per 12 ounces.
Hey friends, the summer's here. That means more sun, it means more light, it means more time to do all the things that make summer so special all around the country. And the number one thing that I don't want to be doing all summer is spending hours cooking inside. That's where Factor comes in. Factor's chef-crafted, dietitian-approved meals are ready in just 2 minutes, taking the hassle out of eating well. Factor meals arrive fresh and ready to eat. They're perfect for any active lifestyle over summer and beyond. For me, guys, I use Factor as a meal supply for me literally all the time. I just recently ordered 7 different meals, and it got me over the course of a couple of different weeks. I had the grilled teriyaki salmon that was really delicious. I had some roasted garlic chicken. There was a chicken cacciatore. Every single time that I think maybe this one isn't for me, it ends up being as good, if not better, than any version of that meal I've ever tried. I love Factor meals. So you should get started at factormeals.com/Dan50off and use code Dan50off to get 50% off plus free shipping on your first box. That's code Dan50off at factormeals.com/Dan50off for 50% off plus free shipping. factormeals.com/Dan50off.
Don Le Batard.
Is there back in my day?
There is, actually.
What?
Were you not going to tell anyone?
Tuesday.
Wait a minute.
You guys,
Guys, how long have I been doing this
it's
show?
a Tuesday.
Stugotz. Here's your guy, Greg Cody, with Back in My Day.
Shut up, I hope I have. Okay, here it is. Sorry. Adultery.
We are back.
Waiting for this one.
This is the Don Le Batard Show with the Stugotz.
Greg was from a different time earlier today doing something that I thought had largely gone extinct in sports. He's mad about the All-Star Game in baseball. I thought we were done doing that.
Like the stakes?
No, he's mad about someone who's been selected to the All-Star Game.
It's an outrage.
He's pissed off. This is some good old-fashioned stuff here. People getting mad and arguing about baseball's All-Star Game, and the Phillies are with the Philadelphia Phillies are with Greg Cody on this one.
Well, it's a rookie Milwaukee Brewers pitcher named Jacob Misiorowski.
Yes. He throws 100-something miles an hour.
I heard that guy's good.
Yeah, well, his first 3 games are like unlike any 3 games any young pitcher has ever had in terms of strikeouts and how hard he's throwing. Nobody can hit it.
His total MLB experience consists of 5 appearances, 5 games. And no wonder people... It's a disgrace. It's a crime against baseball. This kid should not accept his appointment to the All-Star team. He should say, I don't want to insult the history of baseball. I don't want to insult the dozens and perhaps hundreds of players who had such great careers and always dreamed of earning an All-Star selection. I don't want to be given one just as some sort of I'm the it guy right now. So baseball, desperate for publicity, is just gimmicky.
Go on.
It's gimmickry of the worst sort. He's made 5 starts. It's an insult to common sense. I'm serious when I say that I would think so highly of this kid if he would say, I won't accept this. I appreciate the offer. I cannot, in good faith, accept this. Give it to somebody more deserving, somebody who's put in years trying to make an All-Star team.
He's thrown 25 total innings, and the Phillies have 2 pitchers who are a good deal better than him. And, Tony, it's a Suarez and a Sanchez. So our people...
Start with my guys,
our people, Ranger Suarez has an ERA under 2 in 83 innings, and Christopher Sanchez is also better in 107 innings. But here are some of the Phillies quotes, because they're as mad as Greg Cody is. Trey Turner told The Athletic, what a joke. That's effing terrible. I mean, that's terrible, dude. Nick Castellanos says, it's turning into the Savannah Bananas.
Going to be awkward in the clubhouse when they meet up.
Well, what if I told you guys that I'd prefer to see the Phenom than Suarez and Sanchez? What if I told you that everyone in baseball is talking about the guy who beat Skeens, who was better at being Skeens than Skeens when they faced each other? That baseball people want to see the biggest bats try and swing against 100 miles an hour. That's what they prefer to see. What's the game at this point? Wouldn't you say baseball's been pretty good? After my entire lifetime, baseball has been the sport most resistant to change, and now is the sport most embracing it, and to great success. Why wouldn't they change the game in order to give the stars, to put the biggest stars? If everyone's talking about a kid who's got 25 innings, everyone in baseball is talking about that kid. Why wouldn't fans want to see him? I understand what you're saying. You're arguing on behalf of merit, but it's a game to see the stars, is it not?
It's a game to see the qualified stars, which I don't consider under any circumstance somebody who's appeared in 5 games and has 3 good starts. So what? This guy could flame out. A year from now, we'll be looking back like, whatever happened to that kid? Remember, he had such a great start They ridiculously named him to the All-Star team after 5 games. Now look at him.
A teary-eyed Mizorowski said, quote, "I'm speechless. It's awesome. It's very unexpected, and it's an honor." You want him to decline?
Yes, absolutely. I think it would serve him so well. He would be a hero in all of baseball if he said, "Thank you, but I cannot in good conscience accept an honor that I don't believe I've earned," when there's so many players across baseball who have tried for years and years to be invited to an All-Star game and haven't made it.
Greg, but the issue is if you're trying to get eyes that are not watching baseball to start watching baseball, right? Dan just told me Sanchez and Garcia. I don't know who the other. What was Sanchez and who? Sanchez and Sixto?
You got to remember these things. Sanchez and Suarez.
Sanchez and Suarez. I don't know who those guys are, but I've heard. I don't watch baseball, but I know this guy Mizorowski or whatever because I've heard of him because of what he's done.
Right.
The whole point is to get guys like me who once upon a time used to watch baseball. Now I'll tune in to watch him throw an inning or two against a Judge or an Ohtani or whoever. I don't know what team he plays for.
Brewers.
Oh, he plays for the Brewers. Okay.
No, I mean it's just patently wrong. It is. And
well, criminal. You've said it's wrong in a number of different ways.
It's a crime against baseball. Yes. The commissioner should be ashamed of himself, to use a phrase. He should be.
But now I'll watch.
No,
Greg.
you won't.
Yes, I will. The moment he's up, I'll watch.
Let's just have an all-gimmick All-Star team.
Now we're talking.
Throw in a couple of Savannah Bananas. Throw in this kid. Throw in the guy. Throw in the guy who can reach 108 miles an hour on a pitch, even if he stinks.
Okay, so many years ago, ridiculously, Billy and Stugotz made all of the arguments on behalf of making baseball more exciting, including putting ball pits on the warning track.
A moat.
And a moat, and just all sorts of fun things, ridiculous things. But baseball has embraced the gimmick, and shouldn't it? Like, I know that Greg Cody, this has been a lament from baseball fans as long as I've known baseball fans, the older ones. They don't want change, even though growth cannot happen without change. They don't want change. And yet this sport has profited greatly off of the number of changes that they have made after many, many years falling behind the other sports. It took them giving up the lead in the other sports, but they're making those changes. And so when Castellanos says it's becoming the Savannah Bananas, I'm like, is that an insult? Because sports is becoming the Savannah Bananas.
I mean, how about we tone down the drama? It really, Major League Baseball has turned into Savannah Bananas was stupid.
I love you, man.
It's ridiculous, though.
This is ridiculous, though. Dan, like, while saying that, 5 games and you make an All-Star game?
Yeah.
Like, this is...
It is. It's patently ridiculous. And the dichotomy is that baseball, which now has a pitch clock just to appease people, is still drenched in history and harking back to its history as its strength. You cannot be beholden to the history of your sport and name an All-Star with 5 games. You just can't.
Okay, so you're not wrong. But when I say, what about the gimmick? What about change? What about fun? What about different? Baseball is doing all of those things better than it ever has. You're totally distorting the integrity of what that sport is when you put a runner on second base to start the 10th inning.
Correct.
You're changing that sport at its core, but it's benefited from its changes. They've been smart, good changes. You've heard me say before on this show, this is funny to think about now. There was a time that baseball was so precious about its beloved product that it turned down. Can you look up for me the amount of money that baseball turned down because they didn't want to put a Spider-Man ad on one of the bases? Because at the time, the Spider-Man movie wanted some new promotion, and they wanted to put an ad on one of the bases. And baseball was so precious about, at the time, about nothing can be on the uniforms, nothing can be on the field. And since then, all of those walls have tumbled down. If you want younger fans, don't you think that the gimmick has to be in play? Don't you think that you have to be willing to accept change that's outside of your demo? You're either in or you're out on baseball at your age now. Baseball's got to take care of today's fans and tomorrow's fans, not just yesterday's.
Sure, I get that. But everybody has to draw their own line somewhere. Baseball sees the Savannah Bananas barnstorming the country and selling out stadiums that their own MLB teams don't even
They sold
sell
out Fenway Park a couple of times. To call anyone the Savannah Bananas, you might think it's an insult. It's not an insult.
They sell out football stadiums. Raymond James,
right.
One in Nashville. It's incredible, but there is a great way for baseball to tap into the younger audience with podcasts.
Yes. Listen up. Time to think fast. Is this a real or fake podcast?
To celebrate the Home Run Derby and Major League's All-Star Game, we have an all-baseball edition.
Wow.
Have a Seat with Jason Benetti. Real or fake podcast?
I believe that is fake.
That is a real podcast. Have a Seat with Jason Benetti.
Wow.
Easy Tiger with Todd Jones.
That could also have been Jason Benetti, but I'm going to say that is false. Is Greg Cody playing this game? Did you want to play this game?
Yeah, that's false.
It is indeed made up. Justice League with David Justice.
Wow. Has to be true.
No.
Too perfect.
This is the tell on these, okay? Whenever he's naming a player from the 90s, that player's not doing a podcast 20 years. Ryan Klesko isn't doing any podcast.
That's what you would have thought, but then Deuce is Wild. With Will Clark and Eric Burns. Crazy. Justice League, real or fake?
No, that's fake.
All right, so you're split. It's indeed made up. On Base with Mookie Betts.
Awful name for a podcast.
Mookie does have a podcast.
Is it called On Base?
I'm going to say it is called On Base.
It is. That's a real podcast. And lastly, now we're talking with Chip Carey.
Yeah, why not?
Because it's fake.
Okay. But why not? He should start that.
This reminds me of listening to Brian Scalabrine the other day when they asked him whether or not he'd be in favor of Don Staley being the next coach of the Knicks. And he backed away from the microphone and he said, I stay out of things like this. And I found that I just say, why not? And keep it moving. So that is your contribution to this conversation, is to say, why not?
Yeah.
Easy Tiger got me. Easy Tiger with Todd Jones.
How is the Benetti podcast? How is Have a Seat? Take a Seat? What is it called?
Have a Seat.
What do you think the rejected names for Benetti's podcast were before he happened upon Have a Seat?
It's honestly better than Mookie's name.
Yeah, anything would be then On Base.
All the names are taken. The reason this game became so popular last week is because all of the names in podcasting have been taken. You know how hard it is to find something new to call your podcast? Like his choices, Mookie's, were slugging percentage and On Base.
Yeah. I guess take a load off with Jason Benetti.
I don't understand why it's Have a Seat. Is it because he just wants to give off the casual poetry of baseball, making you at home on the porch, listening to a transistor radio?
At Sierra, discover great deals on top brand workout gear, like high-quality walking shoes, which might lead to another discovery.
40,000 steps, baby. Who's on top now, Karen?
You've taken the office step challenge a step too far. Don't worry, though. Sierra also has yoga gear. It might be a good place to find your zen. Discover top brands at unexpectedly low prices. Sierra, let's get moving.
The McDonald's Snack Wrap is back. You brought it back. Ranch Snack Wrap. Spicy Snack Wrap. You broke the internet. For a snack. Snack Wrap is back. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Don Batard.
Surely every time you're watching this, you recognize that your wife is laughing that she married
Yes.
Larry David.
Yeah, I do, yeah. One of the great characters in the history of television, in my humble opinion. And to my credit, my personality...
in my humble opinion, followed by to my credit.
To my credit.
It's amazing.
My personality
it's just amazing.
Does predate Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Stugotz.
Oh, wow.
I'm not going to say Larry David patterned himself after
copy.
me.
All right, put it on the poll, please, Juju. Did Greg Cody copyright being an asshole long before Larry David?
This is the Don Batard Show with the Stugotz.
Do you understand what Cody's doing there is what people are doing with baseball all over the place who are his age, resistant to the things that have... have obviously helped the sport. There's no disputing it. Correct?
I feel like you guys are having two different conversations right now. Like baseball, like progressing, and them letting someone in the All-Star game after 4 games.
Yeah.
Like I feel like this is two different conversations.
Well, but we're talking about gimmicks. It's not two conversations because look at the choice being made by baseball, which used to be our most precious historic game, is to allow a person in the game because he's big arm and famous. It's not merit. We've got a famous dude in the era of Taylor Swift. Like, we're not going to do this the way we've always done this. And because the Phillies, like, they're pissed. The Phillies are pissed. Trey Turner's out here saying if Suarez isn't an all-star, no one is. That's right, Tony. I can't even get you enthused about a Suarez.
No, I ride for my guys, but also this guy Miz. I don't know. There's something about him.
Yes, he's long, and he throws the ball 104 miles an hour.
You got me. I'm in. Half-inning pitch.
And so I guess what I would say to you, though, when you guys object to the lack of merit in it, that ship has sailed, man. The things that sell now in sports are all wrapped in entertainment. Conor McGregor is launching another league, and he hasn't won a fight in 5 years because it's all meant to be consumed as entertainment.
The alien of combat sport.
See, it used to be that you got into the All-Star game on merit if you were at the end of your career, and it was an honorary thing, like with Clayton Kershaw this year. Okay, but now we're going in the opposite direction. We're saying, all right, you're a rookie. You've only played a few games. Hey, you look pretty good in those last couple of starts. Be on the All-Star team. That's a totally different animal.
But I don't think anybody would disagree with that.
Except you, apparently.
No, but I'm not disagreeing with it. If you're doing this still on merit, obviously, this is not meritorious.
There's a place for him. It's called the Futures game, where the rising star gets his showcase.
Okay, I'll get to that sound in a second. I'm going to play all of it again because I know you guys enjoyed it. I want to get back there, too. I'm bored by this conversation that we could have had.
Because you're losing the argument. Of course you're bored by it.
May we rise!
Merit.
Argument loser.
The alien!
It's a good T-shirt. The argument loser.
It's a good character.
Like a superhero.
I like that character. I like that character coming out and hosting a show, swaggering into the ring every time, but he always loses. The argument loser. It's the easiest thing in the world to say that it is unfair if you're not making it merit-based. But I'm just telling you that the ship has sailed on merit being as valuable as fame. Not just in sports, not just in entertainment, everywhere. Everywhere, merit is losing to fame.
Agreed.
And so why would baseball resist that and lose?
Because baseball is America's pastime, the traditional game, the game that uses history as a crutch.
Would you agree that I'm not getting any extra fans if I put Suarez in the game? I'm not getting one more person. If the currency is, can I get you to watch the All-Star game? All-Star game.
You have Ohtani and Judge and a bunch of other meritorious stars. You need this kid who you'd never heard of a month ago in order to watch the All-Star game? That's baloney. Nobody, with the possible exception of a couple of Brewers fans, nobody is watching this All-Star game because of this guy.
Not true.
No, but
I wouldn't have watched.
It doesn't have to be you're tuning in. You weren't tuning in before, but now Mizorowski, so you're tuning in. No, it's that you're watching the game, and then Mizorowski's coming in, and it's like, oh, that's right. This is the kid they've been talking about. Sanchez, you have no idea who he is.
Before we get to the McGregor sound, would you guys...
The alien!
I want to get to that, but would you guys just look up for me, please, why something is baloney? Why? Because I don't know why something is baloney. But let's play Conor McGregor here. I should tell people that for those in the audio audience, his shirt is unbuttoned to the middle. He is wearing a white jacket and sunglasses. He has a cigar and expensive jewelry on both wrists. And this is Conor McGregor in his prime. He doesn't stumble on a word. He has been having a lot of difficulty in interviews. People have heard the punch drunk in him and think that he's drugged at all times, but here he nails it.
What's good, Hollywood? It's a pleasure to be back here at the Hard Rock Hotel, where this Saturday night we have a flagship event with a wealth of fighting machines, topped by our heavyweight knockout sensation, Luis Celzambo Perdomo, as he circles world title fight honors. But that's not all. As much as we love the Hard Rock Hotel here, and as much as they love Bare Knuckle, we have assembled our very first inaugural World Champion Summit before you all. Where, as you can see beside me and in front of me, some of the baddest men and women to ever grace planet Earth. This is what we're about here at Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship, the alien of combat sport. And may we rise above the night sky and rain down blows viciously on all our deniers. And announce here today that Bare Knuckle FC has no love for the big glove. So let's get going, Bare Knuckle. Let's go, Florida, and let's announce some incredible matchups, some shock signings, and the most lucrative tournament in all of combat sport, where we crown in an open weight the baddest man on the planet. Let's go give it up. Come on.
Wait, open weight fighting? We got bare knuckle open weight fighting?
Rain down blows.
No, you have
viciously.
you have to have weight divisions.
He might have gotten a little bit ahead of himself.
No, you have to have weight divisions.
May we rise above the night sky.
But they're the alien of combat sport. So
he's always seeming like he's on cocaine, even if he's not on cocaine.
I think he bothers denying it, really.
Oh, look at
the alien.
I haven't heard him asked about it. I would imagine that his body doing that for a living would be
if you're watching
a great deal of pain. No, we're playing this video specifically so people can see how coked out he clearly is.
This is not sped up. This is him normally moving, like in a normal sense. And then, obviously, when you guys are around people that are also coked up, you got to have one guy in the corner doing a couple of shadow boxing.
I feel like there's a Tyson element to him now where if you're standing near him, you're afraid of him. Like, you don't know exactly what he could do next.
He's just he's so twitchy. He's so twitchy.
the stretch.
No, you guys have seen this.
The side of the cross,
You guys have seen this in every club in Miami, every happy hour. There's a guy shadow boxing in the corner because he feels really good in his body.
It's a shadow box and a clap after.
I am telling you that my algorithm just sends me now. There are a number of them coked out McGregor videos. I've clicked on too many of them where it's just obvious that no one's at this energy level. And I will say again, hasn't won a fight in 5 years.
The alien.
How do you Google that?
Sport.
I'm on the same algo. I saw a video of him like crossing a bridge over a mountain in the Alps, and it's like the video caption was like, Conor McGregor makes this way more entertaining than it has any right to be.
Give it up.
And it's just him coked out walking on
video. I'm going to go back there, okay? And during the break, we're going to find all of these TikTok videos, and we're just going to run them next segment, okay? I want you to just put them in the corner and run all of them so that you guys can all see someone we see every Friday, 5 p.m. happy hour, Blue Martini. This guy Pedro's in the corner.
That is Blue Martini.
And he's shadow boxing.
Pedro.
And his weekend is about to get started because he made the sign of the cross before the loaded baked potatoes.
Planet Earth.
Hey everybody, it's Mike. Down here in South Florida, as the audience well knows, we've been celebrating a proper championship, and we've been enjoying every minute of it. And by my side throughout that entire championship celebration has been Miller Lite. Yeah, I wanted to make my championship time a Miller time because much like most of the fun memories I've had as an adult, Miller Lite has been right there by my side, supplementing every experience. And now that I'm about to travel during the summer, you can rest assured I'm going to be having plenty of Miller Lite along the way, because that's what summer's all about. And since 1975, Miller Lite has been right there in all those memories for you listening right now. It's the 50th anniversary of Miller Lite. That's 50 years of great taste, great friends, great moments. Miller Lite, great taste, 96 calories. Go to MillerLite.com/Dan to find delivery options near you, or you can pick up some Miller Lite pretty much anywhere they sell beer. Cheers to 50 years of Miller time. Celebrate responsibly. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, 96 calories and 3.2 carbs per 12 ounces.